I see so many faculty and staff. So this is really nice of you all to come and help us in a way fundraise for our school. And on behalf of the staff senate, Ruthie, and the executive committee and Branson, we want to welcome each and every one of you. We're very thankful and grateful that you are here with us to enjoy the food and drinks and just talk with neighbors and talk to people next to you. So we want to thank you for coming and come with us tonight. Dimulai dengan sidoe, inarong gekur dengan sio. When Maladum Kabbalah meeting joined up. At this time, Shion will come up and with this time with a prayer.
Yes. Loving Heavenly Father, thank you again for giving us an opportunity to be together here to see the future of our college as well as for the whole country. And bless our relationship while we are being here tonight. And bless each one of us. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Thank you, Sam. I would like to invite everybody to please rise. At this moment, we will be singing our national anthem.
Ailing yoa yolo midu en wud ko lebi yodeneva inami nekate merah iwes elman benani yoleo iwes kezulit kesenisi ziguremo
Thank you so much. You may be seated. Before we go on, I would also like to recognize with us this evening is our president of the college, President Carl Hacker. And then one new face that is also sitting in between us this evening is our candidate. As you all may have known, we've been trying to search for a new president for the college. So we have three finalists that have already been submitted all their requirements. So we've gone through with two of them, and then we have one of them, one that is also with us this evening. So I would like to ask Dr. Teresa if you can please stand so that we can all give you a In the next few days, we will be going through some interviews and trying to get to know more about our candidate here. So if you see her on the road, in the stores, or anywhere, please welcome her and give her the the spirit of gathering. Okay, I would like to invite our President, President Carl, up here to do our welcoming remark.
Well, President, how are y'all? Thank you all for coming. Dr. Teresa, hope stay awake. I know it's a long trip coming up here, especially the hour on the plane. About a month ago, we were at an EC meeting, and some of the guys were presenting some, I guess, anecdotal comments, remarks made from alumni, or some alumni. And several of these alumni were not very happy people. They were like, oh, I really didn't learn anything, blah, 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 CMI, blah, blah, blah. And I'm sitting there, and of course, I've got all these opinions going on in my head about those statements. But I guess at the end of the day, they're unfortunate. Not for me, and not for CMI, but for them. Because I look at this, when you talk about school and what school does for you, it's about providing an opportunity to move forward or move in the direction that you want. It's not education by cookbook, that somehow going to college is going to give you all the answers that you need in your life or your work to make you happy. That's not how it works. It's about how you use this as an opportunity to do things that you want to do, that you want to be happy with. How you try to look at life, or how you try to look for solutions to questions that are put to you either at work or at home. There's nothing that you can look at in a book like a tech manual to try to figure some of this stuff out. School gives you the opportunity to use your brain to think critically, see how this works, see what I need to do, how do I ask the right questions. So I guess for us, or when I think about this with the alumni, that this is probably one of the things maybe we should talk about going into the future, is about how this works for us in terms of moving things forward, not just for the school, but for individuals, especially if they want to transfer or they want to take other, move on to other types of professional education, training, whatever, how to try to encourage this. But also to, I guess, try to get across, because for me, when I think about this, I think about the two schools that gave me an opportunity, that took a chance on me. And just, wow. I mean, the things I learned when I went there, up in Illinois, and then the first school I went to back in Florida, after I got out of the service, I'll always be thankful for them. Because, like I said, they took a chance, and, I used what they taught me. Although some will probably have other comments maybe, but it worked for me, thinking of it that way, and I do send money back to those schools. So this is the kind of thing I hope that we can try to build here, that this is where people had an opportunity to get started, to get moving, and to start thinking about how they're going to try to complete school or look at school, how it's going to fit into the rest of their life. So with that, I want to say thank you all for coming. Thanks, Ruthie, for getting this organized. And I guess everyone else, and especially our guest speakers who are going to be speaking later on today. So thank you very much.
This evening we have 5 speakers, but we've been given only 10 minutes for you to speak. We're not timing. You to talk up here, but I feel like this is a evening, this is a night that we all can enjoy and have fun. So while you're up here, we're supposed to start at 6, but I guess we're used to using Marshallese time. But like I said, you're going to be up here speaking. You're only given 10 minutes, but feel free if you wanted to share some other information that you think that will inspire our new alumni, our new students that just graduated last year and 2 years ago. Please, you're welcome to do so. Speaking of alumni, let me just read you something that I came up with last night while I was still up by myself. The story of one's life begins in his or her formative years in school, no matter how epic or anonymous it was. Every great leaders, professionals, or businessmen began or started out as a student. Before we were husbands and wives, we were innocent schoolboys and schoolgirls who were just playing and moving about in the schoolyards and halls. I can see some of you laughing, smiling, so I think you were there. The initial chapter of one's life is truly the most fascinating journey of all. It is the window to the soul of an individual as a personality has yet to be fully materialized during the youthful age. Today I want to encourage everyone to reminisce and remember your old days as eager students at the College of the Marshall Islands. Through the first CMI's Alumni Homecoming Dinner, you could relieve the unguarded passions of your youth by remembering the good old days of your school life with fellow classmates and your fellow graduates. For one moment, I ask that you be swept away by the good old memories of the past. In order to take measure of your current achievements, it is best to look back to your origin in order to fully realize how far you and your classmates have come. It's a long journey, I know, and it's also a hard one, but you all deserve it. Alumni Association is an important part of an educational institution or an organization. It defines a lot about the quality of education that was imparted in the institution. And so part of the reputation rests on its alma maters. After students complete their education, they begin their journey in their hometowns, their country, in their social and professional networks, and in the corporate world. Many students like to come back to their college that had been a very important part of their memories. They feel obliged to the institution that opened their eyes, their world, and new avenues of jobs for them, for building them academically strong. You alumni are very important. Each and every one of you play an important role on campus, off campus, in the communities, in the Republic of the Marshall Islands, and all around the world wherever you go. In various ways, you play a role that is important, particularly in the area of fundraising. As the most loyal supporters, because each of you have this sense of gratitude and want this college to continue succeeding, and each of you play as role models as you generate invaluable word of mouth among your social and professional networks. You're all motivators and so on. CMI brags about you, you know. When a new guest speaker or a new person comes in and asks about this person, most of our old faculties and these people that have been working at CMI, they would be, oh, this person is a CMI alumni. He's been here, he was my student. Okay? So keep in mind that CMI, we always brag about you, especially the older ones. So each and every one of you are an important part of CMI's growth and success. May you all enjoy a meaningful and memorable homecoming. The College of the Marshall Islands is your home, and we are happy to host this homecoming dinner for you all. Please enjoy this evening. This is not when we send out the invitation and invited you to come here, we said to be formal. Okay? But we are here to learn from one another. So when you're up here speaking, talking, you're free to educate and make us learn something from you this evening. Let's get back to our program. Our first guest speaker this evening is one of our alumni and the president of the association, CMI Alumni Association, and he is Bruce Beliman. He is also going to be, after his remarks, after his speech, he will also be doing some updates and remarks on behalf of the association. So let's all, again, couple book and welcome Mr. Bruce.
acknowledging in my words of respect to President Carl Becker and the vice presidents that were here with us tonight. I see Arias, and I see William, of course, I see the controller of the school, Stevens and Qatar, and I see lovely faces of the faculty and staff members. I also want to acknowledge a special recognition to Dr. Teresa, who is amongst here, she's here with us tonight as we are working professional at by the president, and I also want to say, if you're from DG Puno, you're welcome to Marshall Islands. You know, I was listening to the comments made by President, and I was very inspired because he was talking about the formation of how we were growing up, becoming students, and then ultimately becoming husbands and wives. It was very inspiring. I was looking at one of my colleagues when he mentioned the thing about, you know, we became partners and we became adult and we were doing good things. I was looking at one of my colleagues, Alumni members, and she was very touched. And so was I. So, President, thank you for those comments. I was supposed to give a brief update about the Alumni Association. So, I didn't print any speech. I didn't initially prepare statements because I thought tonight is a very special night. And not only that, but I couldn't really have the time to make a prepare statement. I just want to come here and say what I think from the bottom of my heart. So the story of the Alumni goes as this. Back in 2004, the inaugural meeting of the Alumni was called. And we elected officers. And fortunately, then unfortunately, I was elected president. So back in 2004, myself and Daniel Modi was the vice president, Lea Kagwa was the treasurer, and Monica Porte, who's now the registrar for the college, is the secretary for the school, as the secretary for the association. So our first marching order at that time was to legalize and formalize the Alumni Association. So within the next few months, we went about doing what we have to do to formalize the existence of the Alumni Association. Fortunately, we drafted and we completed the bylaws and the articles of incorporations were made at the Attorney General's office back, I believe, in 2005. And then 2006 came about, and these were the years that I can say there was some turbulence at the college. You know, we were given the so-called liquidation status from the West. And at this time, these were very difficult times, 2005 and 2006. But also, fortunately, around 2006, around that time, the new president was hired. And the president was Wilson S. So he came on board and worked through the accreditation process. And then in 2009, I believe it was 2009, the full accreditation status was granted positively to CMI. And around this time, you know, we weren't doing much as the officers of the college because there were so many things going on. Not only that, but as government employees, we were so confined to what we were doing at our daily work activities. So around 2009, I made a request to the president and the management back then. I said, well, let's call another meeting and elect new officers for the Alumni Association. We tried a couple times, I think 2 or 3 times, we tried to call a meeting, but we couldn't garner the number that we wanted to elect the new Alumni Association members. So even all the things that were happening during these years, I can say that, and again, that we didn't do much as officers of the Alumni Association. Nevertheless, I believe that tonight is an opportunity for us, for members of the Alumni, to start a new chapter, the chapter that can enable us to be more proactively engaged with the community, with the society at large, and how we can create greater good for the good of others. So what I think is best going forward is, I want to reemphasize again, that the first step we should do is we need to elect new officers. Be it tonight or other times, I think it's a very good time for us to elect new officers. Once that we have the fresh thinking, the thinking that will, like the President says, take us to a new level in terms of our alumni activities, and in terms of what the alumni can do to benefit the school and benefit the community. That's one. And two, I think there are so many opportunities out there that the alumni members can do. For example, some of my colleagues that are sitting at the table, their expertise at their own rights, and they also graduated from the College of the Marshall Islands. So I also offer, and I also ask the school to make the best opportunity that is available among the members of the alumni. I'm sure that many of us would want to contribute some of our time to teach, or to be a guest speaker, or provide advice and some important guidance on what it takes to graduate from College of the Marshall Islands. And of course, what it takes to be successful in the working life. So, I will stop here. I'm mindful of other speakers after me. But I want to thank, on behalf of myself and my wife, I want to thank the CMI and the organizing committee for allowing and for honoring me with this opportunity to speak in front of so many respectful guests and so many important people tonight. And I also want to thank the President of the College, and the Vice President, and the administration for all the school work, the very good work that they're doing to the college, they're doing to the community, which equals, if the college is doing good, the Marshall Islands is doing bad. So, on behalf of all of us, I want to thank the President and his Vice Presidents for doing a very good job. And of course, I don't forget the faculty members, because faculty members are the ones who are actively participating in the classroom. They're the ones who are teaching the students so that they can think broader, that they can think for themselves. So I want to say thank you also for the faculty. And last but not least, the staff are also very important component to any school, especially in the College of the Marshall Islands. So be it the administration of the CMI, the staff, and of course the association, the linking like where Brenda is right here. These offices are very important as a whole to combine the efforts and the success of the College of the Marshall Islands. So once again, I say thank you, and God bless everyone.
Thank you, Bruce. We will pause for a little while so that we can fill up all these empty stomachs. But before we start eating, I would like to just say a word of prayer, just to pray and bless our food this evening. So allow me to pray. Heavenly Father, we come before you this evening, thanking you for all these great people and all these people that are gathered there this evening. We just continue to do praise and give you thanks for everything that you have given us, the knowledge and the wisdom that allow us to gather together here as one family, as a community of the College of the Marshall Islands. We continue to pray that you be with us from the administration, the staff, faculty, and everybody, even our alumni, former alumni, our students, former students, and everybody. We continue to pray that you be with us so that we can work together and educate our students, the new students, and the ones that will be coming in the next generations. We just continue to ask that you be with us. The program and everything that we will be doing from now on, we ask that you be with us. Father, we ask that you bless all these foods that are prepared for us this evening. Bless each one of us and be with us. We ask all these things in another name, but in the name of your Son, Jesus Christ, we pray. Amen. So, the best part that I think everybody's been waiting for. Okay, we're gonna continue on with our guest speakers. Our next guest speaker this evening is Deborah Kramer-Schoniber, one of our alumni, PII Human Resources Manager. Deborah.
Well, I'd like to apologize ahead of time because I'm not a really good public speaker. And as you can see, I'm half American, I'm half Marshallese. So my American genes tell me to be independent, speak my mind. But then my Marshallese genes, which is the dominant one, says, do not stare, do not give eye contact. So pardon. ¿Cómo está la MC? Wonderful, she'd hold it. Kumultara MC, and good evening, everyone. And thank you to the CMI Executive Board of Regents, faculty, staff, and student body for the invitation and for the privilege and honor to speak at tonight's Alumni Homecoming Dinner. When I was initially contacted to present at tonight's event, boy, I was really excited to think that I would have the chance again to see my old classmates, the teachers, the staff, because they once were and are still an integral part of my life and part of the journey that's made the person that I am today. I thank each and every one for the lifelong mentoring and friendships. And when I say that, I'm really passionate about it, and it's especially aimed towards Janet, Don, Tashom. Thank you guys so much. Ruthie. This alumni gathering was definitely long overdue, and I'm proud to have been considered as one of your guest speakers. Naturally, being in the construction business, my first impression on building bridges was literally constructing a bridge. It didn't make sense. Anyways, however, we know that's not what it means tonight. My personal interpretation on building bridges is to connect people, and this can be done through so many ways, such as the use of social media, emails, personal visits, exchanging of information, networking with one another, providing opportunity, entrepreneurship, innovation, building your integrity, and so much more. So again, reflecting on tonight's theme of building bridges, we are all starting to close a gap by congregating with one another and having the opportunity to network, share ideas, thoughts, and especially experiences. A good example would be through the availability of this fact book, which makes CMI's profile available now to alumni like myself and other stakeholders. Something that was not available for my graduating class at the time. It connects us with very useful information about our national college. I'm part of the RMI's private sector, the heart of the economic development, and in my capacity as a human resource manager, my job is to connect and implement corporate and social responsibility through the employees, the management, the owners, suppliers, government, all stakeholders, through the organization's business objectives. Amongst my many resources, I credit CMI for providing me early on the knowledge and capacity to build bridges at my workplace. But I also believe that building bridges is about empowering people. And because of my personal experiences and being a woman, I believe this theme goes beyond CMI trying to connect us all through academics. It's also about giving women like me the opportunity to speak and encourage one another, to support each one of us into realizing our full potential, and that it goes on continuously even after graduation. I'm encouraging everyone, but most especially women, to consider building bridges throughout and after your affiliation with CMI through leadership. This means any type of leadership. Volunteerism, boards, governments, clubs, sports, as parents, anything. Just never hesitate, be unique, confident, add value, be fearless. Marshallese can sum these up in just 2 words, katarta. And while you're doing all of this, remember that CMI is a part of you and who you will become just like me. This is a bridge that you literally cannot see, but it connects us all in all sorts of ways. And when you're on this bridge, remember to always work in an ethical manner, Make professional decisions in your life. Always be family oriented. Work hard and enjoy your jobs and follow your conscience. If you should happen to fall, get right back up because you know that CMI is going to be there and they've given you the resources to succeed in life. Again, thank you for giving me this opportunity to build this bridge alongside all of you tonight. Pinaka, thank you. Kumutada.
Come on, Deborah. We have some tickets that they will be passing around. A last minute thing just came up, so there are some tiny, small prizes or gifts that our staffs and some of the faculties wanted to give it to us. So it's gonna come in. It's not enough. That's why they're distributing tickets. So you just might be a lucky winner this evening. So while they're doing that, we will continue on with our next guest speaker. Our third guest speaker is another CMI alumni. Works at the Bank of Marshall Islands. She is the operation manager. I would like to invite Kakom Paul.
Kamutada President, like 3 days ago, I cannot run away from it. When I attend University of Hawaii Harilo, I went to see my council advisor so many times, asking her, should I really take that class? She said, yeah, it's required. Next day or next week, I visit her again. Is it really important for me to take the class? She said, Kagam, you have no choice. You want to graduate? Take the class. So I passed. For those that they don't know me, my name is Kagam Chadangal Paul. I graduated from CMI in 1997. I don't look old, I'm still young. But I graduated in 1987. Bruce was my classmate. We graduated in the same year. 2010, I graduated from University of Hawaii Harilo with a major in business and accounting. And in just recently, August of this year, I graduated from Pacific Coast Banking School, getting my certificate in banking. And I've been working with the Bank of Marshall Islands for 17 years. And it is my honor to serve my people as Marshallese, where Marshallese is Marshallese Bank. And our theme for tonight is build bridges. So I'll start my statement in Marshallese and ngan kamani chun charmalin kalekchun pri eja ibu lang tego aga manpower aga resources ko ngan chidang bayan narong tabarak chun charbal alat imena podok charaman ngan kabinudio ilawar magadagat chen chigen ngan chigen ilo chibarak ijomo imre chibarake kan minin kala jawari lo majalin yala bana iku jeleng charbal ko chen kajo kachojo pachin marong tabarak charbalin leto letak chale lagjan nganar mejin majam peren marong poto keleng charaman ko ngalalina yala dar mutai puruan im kamolol kan kala jinar pailu kong labi jokonar ilo leto letak chale lagjan ngan kajo kachojo Halap tata iloan kaguit ke pecen marong relang cugulgo rode jalak henwat university ko idalagan majali. Chenchuana experience eno dagar pa yar karala jin CMI lo 1997 yo. After 10 years ya talangan University of Hawaii. I was so fortunate kanagay train pa relevant train at credit ko ha. Ikamulal kawinin kanwawinin. Training tijalo kay lukun lang wan mala ko imray walag luchugulina. Eno tay raja ka join pujen chemcharay pin university ko. Digin majalin eno University of Maine. Kuam ngan rujuguro ne parang cibarak level at degree ko rode jalak. Kilo pil gay email baray ko jilo majalin. Eno nursing pejene ni medyo gayan. Para eno the board resources ko. Yung raja available ngan rujuguro ne jir. Paran marong kajar pani. Echabe not ka terego chungul chimnyo niya modalak. Echalak yung resources available ngan kanin. Computer pala na kajar computer lab kan. Kundi may kataran may kilan. Training ilangan rejugul computer lab. Alibia enrollment ay wan lang lak. Nampay na karwela karo rektaran not lapalak. Imenong duwan alumni ruan chugulin. Jadi loya cabalak tongan ay nengkin ganay ruwat pakay. Loya kamani jo panay ngan lali ar kanta ko rara katak. Penmini na ba kamoli na mutay purwargan college na. Ilohan kagoit kay. Ilo yalin to ko chalala ganyan. Pacin marong pokotok caraman nga naining cirir kinar. Kiye si jaywi kamani jo kwanar nganar. Cibang cigulinar yung kaman penmini katabargongan. Finally, I'd like to give thanks to all the faculty and staff for coming here and teach our children, give them the best education, prepare them to move forward or to go further their high-level education. So. Special acknowledgement to all the faculty and staff. Welcome to Teresa and Chibiyo Kamolol Ngan Kao. Kamoltana.
Kumol, thank you, Kakum, for your wonderful speech. At this time, we're going to do a little bit of drawing. So I'm just going to pick out a name from the, the cards. And then I'm going to announce the winner. Brendan can pick the name. I don't want to cheat. Same name. The first winner is Nina Makaroro. Where's Nina? She gets a T-shirt and a flash key drive. Nina, can you come up forward, please? You have to dance. Come on, Dada. Okay, we have another one. I'm gonna draw another card. The winner is Richard Charlie. Richard, please come up and claim your prize. Let's go, Charlie.
Our next guest speaker, our fourth guest speaker is Mr. Irobo. He is the Marshall Island. He is the manager for this building, for this resort that we're using. So thank you, Irobo, and we also want to welcome you up here. Come on.
Remember, nothing is free tonight. All right, now I have your attention. Now I can do my speech. Komol Tara, thank you so much for this opportunity. You know, earlier, where is he? Carl Hacker, President Carl Hacker is probably gone right now. But he mentioned about those students who always are alumni was yakking about CMI. Those probably the one who never pay attention in classes. So don't forget about them. Second thing is, this is great. I'm off track on my speech now. I took all these notes from the previous speeches. You know the worst thing about it? Having two tremendous, nice, so active ladies speak before me. I wouldn't mind Bruce Bleeman, but those two ladies before me, I'm confused right now. They're the best. Maybe I'll give us another applause for the ladies. In Marshallese way of saying it, we say, Lejaman Juri, Limaro Pipuri Koloyo, which means that every time guys started to get into a fight, and the ladies said, stop, you have to stop. They never stopped me from drinking tonight. That was a joke. Look, it's amazing because I got this pen tonight, and it says 1993. I was amazed because 3 years later, I graduated from CMI. This is classic. And I was like, my goodness, I didn't even realize that I was like a third graduating class from CMI. 96, I graduated. Those guys, 97. I'm younger than them. How about that? So, look, it's amazing. Take me back to 1993. I was still in Marshall Islands High School. Graduated in 1996. The first thing I did by walking here, looking around, other than scolding my staff, saying that it's not enough pork, guys. There's a lot of cow people here tonight. We gotta have more pork. But I look around and I say, at my time at CMI, who are the instructors that are still around? And I'm like, oh my goodness, I was sitting with Don S. and Jane S. Don, Jane, please stand up. We have to recognize you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you. Look, as a true value, a Marshallese individual, I love history. Don, Jane, history is with you guys. Thank you so much for being here for that long. And we're hoping that you're going to be staying here for another 25 years. This is great. The best thing about being a speaker is what are you going to do? What you going to say? What kind of topic you be talking about? Well, let's forget about speech. I'm going to invite a couple of my staff to sing a song tonight. So hear me. Guys, come over. How about a song for the wonderful crowd tonight? Thank you for being here at the Marshall Islands Resort. Newly renovated, the conference room, Millennium room. If you guys not going to be ready, you'll be suspended on Monday. So hear me. How about a song? Where's the rhinos? Where's the bass? Thank you so much, guys. Let's give them a round of applause. And I promise you guys, I will not sing. But when I sing, you guys are going to start walking out from here. So, take it away. Pure, no sound system, no loud, blow your ears off. This is pure Marshallese singing tonight. So guys, take it away. Thank you. By the way, Herbie is one of our bartenders, and a good friend of his is one of our kitchen people. So give him another round of applause. Thank you. I did it on purpose. They have to sing so I can, like.
I think they should get a raise.
The only problem is he already put Secretary of Finance. I cannot ask for more money. No, that's a joke. Look, I had a lot of time to, close out whatever I already talked about from having them singing the song. But, Dr. Teresa, welcome to Marshall Islands. Voila. We're hoping that you'll get the job. Because here's the thing. You haven't seen anything yet. Earlier our good friend of ours here, our MC said, we're on Marshallese time. How about a Marshallese speech? My speech is going to be 2 hours. No, it's not going to happen. Thank you so much. Again, my name is Robo Obokatang. Now, my good friend from the Marshall Islands, they're going to say, what the heck is Obokatang? There's no chance last name Obokatang here in the Marshall Islands. Well, my dad, it started with my dad. He was on a ship. He got lost. And he ended up here in the Marshall Islands, found my mom, and here I am. Isn't that amazing? My dad is from Palau, the Republic of Palau, the #1 tourism destination in the Micronesia. Don't worry about it. I'll stay here. I'm going to continue as the general manager for Marshall Island Resort. We're going to beat them. We're going to beat Palauan somehow. It's coming. 1996, I graduated from the College of Marshall Islands. That was like, I'm sitting here talking to Deborah and Kakum and Bruce. And I feel like I was in the college for 2 months. But it was literally 2 years. I enjoyed it. It's amazing how you're looking at the college today compared to 1996. I'm losing count here now. But it's amazing how we have come from a certain point to what we're seeing right now at a college. And for that, staff and faculty of College of Marshall Islands, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Maybe a round of applause for all the staff and faculty of CMI. Come on down. When Rudy called me up about 4 days ago, she actually gave me 4 days. She gave Kakum 3 days. I don't know why. But amazing because I was having a conversation with my daughter. My daughter is about to graduate from co-op school as a senior class. Amazingly, my daughter is going to start taking courses at CMI in January. And I was like, Namigo, this is going to be great. I'm going to give a speech to the alumni of CMI tonight. You want to come with me? And she goes, Daddy, you go. We're going to go do some fundraising at co-op school. Okay, fine. But it's amazing how I challenge her and I said, let me go. January, you're going to be starting CMI. How about help Dad? What kind of presentation I'll be doing? And she looked at me and she goes, Daddy, you're smart. How about talk about smart? So I look at her and I say, you've been to my office, right? Well, Daddy, remember? You gave me the key for the office. I'm in your office almost every night doing my homework. And I saw what you got on the wall. It says smart. I'm like, all right, I'm going to do smart. I'm going to do smart for my presentation to my good, the very dedicated individuals, whether you're staff, faculty, or students, or alumni especially. Let's talk smart. In Marshallese, we say Gejima. No. There's no gay in front of smart. It's just smart. It starts with the letter S. And it's really based on the topic, the theme. Build, purchase. S. Somehow you have to be specific. Now we're building, guys. Remember, we are building. S. Specific. What do you mean by specific? You have to identify or clearly define. I use the word stick with the plan. Someone was talking about stabilizing. Someone was talking about turbulence earlier today or tonight. This is it. In order for you to avoid turbulence, you have to establish stabilizations. A pretty similar concept with the airplanes. Stabilizers, turbulent, passenger won't feel anything. I was like, wow, somebody already talked about it, gave me an idea already. All right, let's talk about M. Measurable. Make sure it won't be large bridge where it will not be utilized based on, I would say, cost. When it comes to cost, I love cost. Costing. Literally, it has to be based on the need or the want. Very, very general way of explaining it. A. Attainable. Is it appropriate? What is our history telling us? What is our expertise telling us? Again, tonight, we focus ourselves to the College of Marshall Islands. Specialties, expertise. We only talk about the individual here tonight, I would say, other than students. Again, I'm talking about Don and Jane Est. Amazing how they're still around with us. And I recommend to the next officers, alumni, talk to these guys a lot. Because they've seen worst, they've seen challenges, they've seen beauties. And the best thing about them, every time they have a chance, whether it's spring break, summer, Christmas, they are here. They're going for vacationing. And they're going again. And I hope they can enjoy their, I was told that first stop will be Boston. Ha! Good luck. We're going to be enjoying the sunny module and you guys are going to be, different story. The other wording that I wanted to share with all of us is relevant. It is appropriate. It has to be recognized. It has to be a point of time where we have to really question where we want to really take the College of Marshall Islands to a certain level. or maybe forget about the colors of Marshall Islands, but the whole country, the Marshall Islands. And the last one is T, time-based. Now, I'm not going to be shy to say this because I'm a pure Marshallese. But I can tell you right now that this is one of our main challenges. When it comes to time, my goodness, fellow Marshallese, when are we going to be defeating the concept of being on time? When are we going to be beating the concept of if you set a plan and the timing is you have to accomplish the goal tomorrow, then tomorrow we're going to accomplish the goal? Well, I'm not going to leave us tonight. I'm not going to leave all of us tonight without telling all of us tonight, especially fellow Marshallese, that we have to challenge our weaknesses. And my employees hate me when I start talking about timing. But this is the main. If you talk about productivity, I've been with the hotels since 1996. Freshly graduated from CMI, May. Started working for the hotel in June of 96. This is when the hotel was open in July 96. Fortunately, the Albrigo Hotels and Resort was the first managing company who runs this hotel. And I guess I'm so fortunate that it's like going to a university for 7 years. I don't know if this is encouraging or demotivating all of us tonight, but I never gone abroad to Marshall Islands. Graduated from CMI and had to work because of my daughter who is ready to take courses at CMI in January. I accomplished that mission. She is like between second and first honor student at co-op school, the best private school on island. It cost me a lot of money. I got these shoes from Amazon. Guess what? Black Friday. From $86 to $16. They look fancy, but I'm broke because of co-op school. But I have to enjoy that because it meant to me. It meant to the individual that told me that he cannot go to Harvard College education because I just arrived in this world. To end my speech tonight, it's all about leadership. Leadership in your own family, leadership in your community, your work environment. Traditional side of it, leadership is important. So within that, I like to share one of my most passionate phrases of all time. And it says, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. I got this one from Boy Scout of America, being a Highland director for Boy Scout of America. And this is great. This is really educating me. Let's all unify us in the spirit of homecoming. This is classic homecoming. That word, homecoming. At the same time, let's continue our good leadership and build the RMI in any way we can. Good morning. I'm Chair Pogonmai. Chair Pogonmai, this is exactly on the program. Chair Pogonmai is the classic phrase where it's meant to be on the most Marshall Islands, the islands and the adults of Marshall Islands. You go to a lot of beaches, there's a lot of holes. These holes were created by the crabs that are going back and forth. We need to start preparing these holes. That really basically what we're talking about here. Build bridges. Komoltara, have a good evening. Appreciate the opportunity. Jaraman.
Thank you so much, Iropo, for such an inspiring speech. We're gonna move on to our last guest speaker this evening. He's our Chief Financial Officer at CMI, Mr. Stevenson Cotton.
Come on, MC. Like all the other speakers before me, I'm not a really good speaker. But I'm glad to be part of this really important occasion tonight. And thank you to all the staff at Senate for preparing this and getting this one. Although this is the first time, this is really good. Before I go on with my speech, I think it is really fitting that I give thanks to all the CMI staff and faculties now and before. Because like all the other speakers before me, we really appreciate the work that you guys have done at the College of the Marshall Islands. Staff and faculty. Like them, I appreciate the work that Don, Janadas, Seom, and from my high school years, Fa, and many of these faculties, you guys have done a really, really wonderful job. As a student, I benefited a lot from that, and for that, I will always be grateful, and I know that my wife is also grateful for that. So, thank you so much for all the work that you guys have done. I was a student then, and you guys always scold me, telling me this is wrong, this is right. But I'm glad that now at the college, we get to help each other. And I'm still learning from you guys. And I will always learn from you no matter what. Carl is not here, but I still want to really recognize him. President Carl Hager, CMI management team, faculty, staff, students, and CMI alumni, distinguished guests. Yawin Joda. Komoltara to the organizing committee for inviting me to be one of your guest speakers tonight. Special recognition to Dr. Teresa for coming to the Marshall Islands, Yahweh, Bulak, and I hope you will enjoy your stay here in the Marshall Islands. This is one of the most beautiful places on earth. And I agree with the general manager, we will beat Palau. I know that I'm working at the college, and I'm the last to give the speech, so this is really, really a difficult job. Especially speaking in front of well-educated CMI alumni and get to talk in front of well-educated faculties of the College of the Marshall Islands. Please do not critique my speech tonight. For that, I will be wearing my alumni hat just to say my piece tonight, because now I'm obligated to say my piece as an alumni, because I owe it not just to the college, but to all these other alumni and future students of the college. I'm not going to talk about my life or my experience as a student at the college, because it will take a longer time for me to say it. That's how much I'm really happy about our college. But I will focus my speech on today and the future as an alumni of the college. Komoltara to our founders, our forefathers, for the idea of establishing the College of the Marshall Islands in the RMI. The college has gone through so much over the past 10 years, from near closing down due to accreditation issues to near bankruptcy. In the middle of these challenges and chaos, CMI family came together and CMI emerged and outgrew taller than before and taller than yesterday. Today, our college is the leader in renewable energy, financial management, and past practices, whether it's in the management side or in the classroom. And I hope that one day it will be the champion in these areas, not just here in the RMI, but in the Pacific region. To do more, the college will need your support as alumni, and the theme for tonight really fit that. When we needed a bridge to cross to the other side of the road or to cross to a better tomorrow, CMI was the answer for us alumni. This is a great time to network and to reflect on our experiences at the college. This event brings us together to remind ourselves as alumni, now as parents, and as citizens that we have moral obligations to really help our college, which in turn will help the future of this country. Friends and graduates of CMI, your school, our school, need your contribution. We need to seriously start building bridges to lay down the foundation for a better future with more opportunities, especially for our kids and their kids when they come to attend CMI in the future. At CMI, when people hear me talking about contributions, as I was saying before, it's always about money. But tonight, I want to talk about contribution as how and when we can build bridges to make CMI a better institution. When Harvard and Yale University ran into many challenges, including financial issues, they call on their alumni to contribute, and they can donate money. And when they donate money, they can donate money like $1 million within a week. We cannot do that here in the Marshall Islands because of the economy that we live in, because of the environment that we're in. The alumni cannot come together jointly and donate money to the College of the Marshall Islands and donate $1 million within a week. But what we have at the College of the Marshall Islands is alumni that are working throughout the government and private sector. For that, the college sees a great value, greater than the $1 million that can be donated by the bigger schools in the States. We can use our human network to build bridges. We can start building bridges by reminding our leaders that the College of the Marshall Islands is here to really help this country. Your network is worth more than $1 million. Let's build bridges through human networks so CMI can better serve as a national pride. The bridges that we build today will be the path our children, their children, and their children's children will need to cross and benefit from to see better and brighter future. Kamal Dara for having me as part of your guest speaker tonight. And like I said, it's really hard to give a speech at the end of a program when so many other good speeches have already done. So thank you for that. And I really appreciate the fact that you guys invited me to be part of this important occasion. Kamal Dara.
Kumul Stevenson. In our program, it says we will be having election of new officers. So I think they've agreed or that they will call another meeting so to give other alumni that are not here tonight the chance to also vote. Correct me if I'm wrong. So these officers will call another meeting so that they can do the election for new officers, and they'll decide on when. Speaking of building bridges, I'm glad that we put a plural for bridge here on our program. Whenever I talk or speak to our student on campus, I always give an example of bridge, in which we have a lot here on island. So I think this is something that our theme, our topic for this gathering tonight is really, really important because we need to start building bridges. For those of you alumni, I'm sure that most of you are adding so many different employers, different offices, you're leading so many, you're directing, you're in charge. I'm in charge of career services at CMI. I want to ask you this evening to keep an eye on some of the students that I will be sending that will be that are in need of looking for. Next winner is Lola. Choose. Staff Senate, please make your way up here. We're just doing this waiting for you to come up. All Staff Senate. Our next winner is Chapina Joseph. Lucky winner, Chapina Joseph.
Sorry, my voice is not so good tonight. I've been having flu, so. Our next song is, we're gonna sing, and if you can put 1 cent, 2 cents, 5 cents, 25 cents inside the box, please. All the funds will go into our CMI Endowment Fund. So, come on, Tata.
Canada, Olive. Thank you all so much. Every contribution that you have given or put in this box up here will be going into the endowment fund. I heard a few months ago that the College of Micronesia FSM, within 1 month, they did a fundraising. Within 1 month, they raised $33,000. And that all goes into the endowment fund for the college too. So I know Palau is doing the same thing, but like General Manager Urobo and Stevenson mentioned earlier, we can beat Palau. So if we can beat Palau, we can also beat my island country, Pohnpei. Yeah? So I said earlier that the endowment fund is our backbone for the College of Marshall Islands. So we're looking at 2023. If the compact ends, this is what we're gonna look into and start pulling out money so that it can also support our education, especially our kids that are coming up. So keep in mind that whatever you put in here, you're also contributing to the generations that will be coming. So thank you all so much. We really appreciate your presence here tonight. I would also like to give a chance to our candidate for the president of the College of the Marshall Islands, Dr. Teresa, if she wants to say something. I want to hand over the mic to you if you want to say something to all of our people here.
I thought this might happen, so as I sat there, I thought, well, when I get up, I'd like to say thank you very much, first of all, to the college and the people of the Republic of the Marshall Islands for giving me this opportunity to come here and interview for the position of president. And as I sat there, I also thought, there's a saying in English, it's called, it goes something like this, you know, the elephant in the room. And it's about, as I understand it, and you might want to correct me, it's about something that's a lot of people know, that's a topic that people know to talk about, but are perhaps not willing to talk about it or embarrassed about it. And as I sat in the lobby tonight, waiting for this function, I also saw a big painting about, I think this is the world's largest shark sanctuary. So I'm going to contextualize that saying and say I'm going to bring the shark in the room out here and try and relate it to education. So the shark in the room for me tonight is my delayed arrival. And it's taught me many things about coming to the Marshall Islands. As I desperately tried to find a replacement flight, I found out just how hard it was to do something like that. And it also took me back to 2 weeks ago when I was recently in Australia. It's easy to travel between Fiji or any of the other South Pacific countries and somewhere like New Zealand, Australia, United States, Europe. And I wondered why it was so difficult to travel. If you look at the map, our island nations are quite close together. You're scattered over perhaps millions of square kilometers of ocean. But I think in the old days, our forefathers traveled very easily. They traversed the ocean very comfortably. And yet today, we seem to have difficulty doing that by airplane, and they did it by canoe. So I think, as I sat there, I thought, well, perhaps the secret is not so much in, if I ask, so why is it so difficult? Oh, you know, it's the routes, it's the airlines, it's the funding, it's, you know, the price of gas, of petrol, of fuel. But I think it's more than that. I think it's about the people. And I think as people of the Pacific, both Pacific Islanders and friends of the Pacific, and I know we're all here in this room, I think our greatest asset is us, the people of the Pacific. And I think that education is one of our greatest liberators. And perhaps if education was given much more prominence in our lives, and we weren't so scared of it sometimes. But that will be the key to collapsing that distance, because we could negotiate. We'd have the power, we'd be empowered to negotiate, we'd have the power to move mountains in terms of collapsing that distance, the tyranny of distance between us. So to the alumni, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. I acknowledge the president, although he's now gone, the vice president, the staff, members, faculty and staff, students and the alumni. Thank you very much for this opportunity again. And I just want to re-emphasize what our alumni speakers talked about as well tonight, about the importance of education, where it's got us today, and hopefully where it's going to take us into the future. Thank you very much.
Yes, I want to remind you about the surveys. If you already fill up the survey that was given to you at the beginning, please, you can leave it on the table here or give it to those girls on your way out. Also serving right now are the desserts. You can now help yourself with all the sweets that they already provided up here. It's going to be open right now. If there's any of you alumni, faculty, staff, or anybody that wants to share something or say a few words, you are welcome to come up. Don't worry, we have this room, Melala room, until 12 o'clock. But I think it's only 9. So help yourself with these sweets that are already serving, and then have a seat. If you want to step up and say a few words, or sing or anything, you're welcome to do so. But we're gonna continue with these prizes. Our next lucky winner is Laura and David. Rudy, they're saying they didn't get any tickets. Our next lucky winner is Randy and Beko Alik. Our next lucky winner is Susana Kamaram.
Thank you. It's very entertaining. I gotta entertain
Next lucky winner is Bonita. There you go.
That's for you. No, I don't compliment what my wife means now. That's for you.
Our next lucky winner is Don S. Now that you're up here, I wanted to ask if you want to say a few words. You're welcome to do so.
I knew he was going to do that. So I have to talk now? Huh? I'm worth more than a coffee mug. Anyway. Well, first of all, I want to thank everyone for for coming this evening. I think it's been great, the alumni turnout. For a while there, I thought it was Janet and my funeral, the way everyone was talking about it. So I got a little scared there. But there was some very nice words said about us, and I thank you for that. We've enjoyed our tenure here, and we're planning on staying for at least a while longer. No, we don't? Do you know something I don't know? But as has been said, I think it's really important for the alumni to support the school. We've got to look forward to 2023, and we've got to get that endowment up. And we're looking to the support of our alumni to give back, hopefully, something that they've learned through coming to the CMI. And hopefully they appreciate what we've tried to give to them and play it forward, as they say. So I know it's getting late. I don't want to stay up here long. So thanks so much again. And again, thanks for everyone to come and spread the word.
Next lucky winner, Yeta Alifan. Next lucky winner is Carl Felenius. Don't worry, Carl, you don't have to say anything, but you're welcome to say a few words if you like.
Como tata, everyone. I just want to say thank you, and it's great to be back after a dozen years. Thanks very much.
Thanks, Carl. Our next lucky winner is Monica Corden. Next lucky winner is Brenta Melan. This is the end of our program this evening. I wanted to take this time to thank each and every one of you, especially our guest speakers who have inspired us with so many words of wisdom to us. I wish our students, our current students, are invited to this, but they're not, because the words that you have given will really inspire them and will really push them. So we just want to take this time and thank you so much for all your preparation. I know you don't really you were not given much time to prepare for your speech, but you're all smart and talented people. So within 1 hour, if Rudy called you for the invitation, I know you accept it and just come, because you're all smart people. So again, thank you all so much. Thank you, faculty, thank you, staff, and thank you, everybody.
Once again, Yogai Alep, on behalf of the Staff Senate, I would like to say thank you to all, especially the guest speaker. Guest speaker, I'm sorry. Staff Senate, the previous president, she initiated this the idea of bringing all the alumni together. She did the research and she found out that most universities and colleges are strong because of one of the things is alumni support. So thank you all. Since tonight was very, we can see that this is the first time, but it was really a successful night. And we hope that we will continue to do this annually to support our endowment fund, because we're not thinking about ourselves, but we are also thinking about our children, grandchildren, and the future of the Marshall Islands. Special thank you to faculty for your hardworking administrator, everyone. Como tada, and see you next year.
I wanted to hand the mic back to Bruce. I've been told that you have some other things to say, but Kayo asked me if I can hand the mic back to you.
No, I really don't know what to say. Because I'm looking around and I'm trying to find what's the connection, but yes, I understand. Kayo, please stand up? Kayo is a very important person. She's in charge of the budget and the supply and the OTA for the government of the Marshall Islands. So she gave it to me to say some few words. So I think the connection she wants me to say is that there are, we've been together for a long time. We've been working in the government for a long time. And, CMI and the government, we have so many successful staff that went through the government and they're still working with the government. They graduated from CMI and they're really helping us. They have the skills and they have the knowledge that can help us. Sometimes we say, everybody has to go to the 4-year college. But unfortunately, not all of us have that luck to go to 4 years. There are some students that have to graduate from CMI. They have to go straight to work because of family obligations and because, like my good friend there, Yurogo, he didn't go to college because he has so many other obligations for the family. But he worked hard, he has the perseverance, and he's very successful right now. So when we say looking into a 4-year college, maybe it's not for all of us. But for some of us, CMI can really make a difference. So people like Europa, they went through CMI for 2 years, and look at them right now. They're really successful because they work hard, they do their best, and there we are. They're at the place that they're supposed to be because of perseverance, determination, all those good words that we want to say. But what I want to say perhaps in that connection is that, College of the Marshall Islands and Ministry of Finance. I'm in charge of the revenue for the government and of at least for the last 10 years, I've been in charge of the revenue for the government of the Marshall Islands. I collect tax, I collect customs, and I make sure that everything that is supposed to be into the coffer of the Marshall Islands, it goes through my office. It's Chitoko in Fiji. We're the same thing. We're the same counterpart. So my colleague Kayo asked me to say a few recognition and acknowledgement on behalf of the Ministry of Finance that there are very wonderful products that are graduating from CMI and are coming straight to the college. So I don't see them, Kayo. Where are they?
Okay, I just want to take this time to recognize some of our alumni. Oh,
Paka is back there. I can see Paka now.
Elena is one of
Elena?
our most robust, one of the best CMI products, next to my husband. Elena is one of the best. Alex If you don't have the skills, don't worry. Just be ready to learn. Develop robustness. That's all we need. I'm not more bad I don't believe.
So thank you, Kayo. And yes, I'd like to join Deborah, I'd like to join Kagam, and I'd like to join Robo, and of course Stevenson, in acknowledging Don and Janet. They've been working for a long time. And we acknowledge them and we appreciate their contributions to the government, and of course to CMI and to the people of the Marshall Islands. So that's it. Anything else? Well, I want to say thank you. And Teresia, Kula Vinaka, and welcome to Marshall Islands, and I hope you can come back again. Thank you.
Thank you, Bruce. Thank you, Kayo. That's the kind of leader that we need. Bruce wasn't ready, but Kayo was. Kayo just asked, and then Bruce stood up without even him not aware that he's coming up, but he was ready to just shoot out to give out the words. So I'm gonna ask again if one of our faculty, Seyong, if he can come up here and also say another word of prayer to close our program. But that doesn't mean that you can already start leaving. You're welcome to, but this is just the end of our program. But you can still stay back. We still have some more dessert there, drinks there that you can feel free to stay back from your own budget, your own pocket. So I'm gonna ask Seyong to close our program this evening with a word of prayer.
Thank you again for coming for this opportunity, and let's pray. Dear loving Heavenly Father, thank you for giving us a wonderful time together this evening. Lord, thank you for the plan for our college and for this nation. Thank you for your goodness. Give us a safe trip to go home. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Thank you.